Yo, I'm Young Gil, and I'm rocking with Da Vinci Gil TV. Y'all tune in, make that subscribe. How you gotta get there? Comment whether you like it or you hate it. Shouts out to Capo 1 and 2, the whole B Street mob, my baby Keisha, my mama, my nephews Jiggy Man, Tommy, and them, Big Mama Nina. What up, though?
You dig? Alright, so one thing I address and try to explain to people, because everybody keep talking about the homosexuality within the Moorish Science Temple of America, even though every group got it, ain't no ifs, ands, buts about that. Why do we accept it more than others? Nah, this is why I say, because you've been gelling with this guy, because Moors are older people, so they've been gelling with guys 30, 40 years, and they think it's normal, or they just don't want to throw their brother to the wolves.
Well, it's because of the teachings. A lot of times, you know, if you have guys, if you have some guys that just be like, they go hard saying the teaching, the prophet said leave the doors open. Mm-hmm. And every word that the prophet Noble Drew Ali speaks is spirit, and he tells you more said better heed. You know what I'm saying? Every word that the prophet speaks is in the spirit, so you can't go against the spirit on some fleshy stuff.
Yeah. The
prophet word is that's it. Kaput. Stop. Act. Ain't no. Let me think. Act. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's controversial. But when you have guys who come in who be homosexual, they said they got homeless out in the world. They go to the temple.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that, but
me either.
It's, he said, and the prophet said we should never repeat slander. I don't know. That's not necessarily slander. It could be a room, but yeah, I'm just saying you try to do the best you can. You know what I'm saying? But the homosexuality in the Michigan Department of Corrections regarding the Moorish Science Temple of America is prevalent. I have went against several more because of the homosexual activities.
Did you know, like when you went against Moors for homosexual activities, did you see the politics kind of go against you then?
Only one time, man. In Earth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When I had went through that thing with Peterson Bay.
Can I speak on that a bit?
That's up to you.
You want to speak? Okay.
I was short my words and my responses.
Okay. So, me and him at Earth, Grand Sheik, head guy, got a homosexual in his room from Benton Harbor. I forget his name. I had said something about it to a Moor, and I'm like, you know what? My bad for saying it to you. I'm going to tell it to him first, to his face. And I go tell him, and then the whole thing blow up. A Young Gil get a hold to it, and he said something about it, and then it's like people went to the defense of a guy, and it's nothing against homosexuals. We just saying in the state of Islam and in prison, it make you look real bad. People don't want to come to the temple because they talking about homosexuals. So it ain't nothing against them. I'm saying in that environment, hell no.
You can't because even when you said you trying to eat and survive on the side, on the smooth tip. People won't even deal with you because of what you got around you.
Exactly.
It's just a bad, almost like having a black.
That's what I should say. Yeah.
And nobody want to be around you if you associate with guys like that. So, when you dealing with Moors, when they got that stuff, they say, well, Moor, the law is the law. You can't do nothing unless you don't see it. So Moors try to get slick. They go on Lala call out. They try to meet a guy in the shower. Another guy room, go up in another unit. It's all type of fuckery going on. But the only way you can do something about it, you catch it. So therefore, we had to reach out to resources in the community and ask brothers, whether they been in the nation, in Milan, you see what I'm saying, the blood, you don't see something, man, just let us know. We ain't let y'all be no wood, just let us know what y'all seen it. And if y'all see, we gonna take y'all word for it and deal with it. And that's how you gain respect in the community.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because I need your eyes to be my eyes. Because my law says if I don't see it, I can't do nothing. But if you see it, I'm going to take your word for it. Don't be wrong. And most of the time, that's been 10 times out of 10, it's always go right that way.
Exactly. Because you can't just put that on somebody. Because it's consequences.
You have to have somebody to come out and stand on that.
Exactly.
Because it go wrong, well, it go karma. Because you came out bold. So, but 10 times out of 10, it has always been right in that regard.
In hindsight, do you wish you would have never confronted the situation like that?
In what situation?
In far as the Peterson Bay with locking with the homosexual.
It had to be done that way. It had to be done that way because he had begun hiding from me.
Because it split the temple.
Yeah, he had begun hiding from me. So I had to confront him in the way I had to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He had heard I was talking about him through the Lbqtq ranks and other more. Word probably got back to him. Yeah.
It was, to me, it's kind of unfortunate that the big homie Rumor Bay kind of like stood up for him, but I mean that's how it goes sometimes. You've been gelling with a guy so long, that's because they was best of friends. You know what I'm saying? You accept people for their flaws.
Yeah. But
But you would do it again if it ever. Okay.
Yeah, I almost definitely, if the law is being violated in such a way in my face that disrespects and violates the Moorish divine movement, I will be activated. It's not a thought. Yeah, it's not a thought. In there, out here, it's not a thought.
Because I had seen under your reign when you was the Grand Sheik that the Lords did want to open up a line of communication and get, you know what I'm saying? I never seen that until I got to level 5, you know, but in level 2s I never seen it.
They even accused me, they used to always ask me, is you in the gang? Is you a blood? I've been asked that question like 10 times.
I bet.
I've been asked that question like 10 times, man. 10 times. Because it's like, it's just, when you are a Grand Sheik, acting Grand Sheik in the penitentiary or the acting first lieutenant, you have the authority to unveil your own, shall I say, philosophy, as long as it coincides with being pragmatic and making the movement strong. You know what pragmatic means? That means
practical, right?
Get results.
Oh, good, okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get results, and the results will be shown because every time we go to the meeting period, holy day, or whether it's Sunday school, you will hear the secretary say from the Lbqtq ranks, $25 donation. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So they will know about the work. So you know, it's always a beautiful thing to have to have authority and delegation over constituents, man, and do the right thing and bring about a just result. But sometimes, man, it don't always go that way. Sometimes you gotta show a guy what time it is, and if you gotta go do it because the guys you thought you had with you gonna do it, but when they got to that dope, I don't think I'm with this, Mo. Yeah. And they passed that thing back. Hold on, go ahead and do it. I deal with them later.
Right.
I gotta go in here, man, and holler at that guy, you know.